Okay, I will share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Not yet, I don't
Okay,
think.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay,
So,
you should be able to see my screen.
yeah.
Good. Okay, the first thing, put your name in the chat so I know you, I can report that you attended the class.
Okay.
Thank you. Today we will go, today, what we are going to do is a little bit different. In the past, we walk through the slide and we do the demo, and we have one every lesson we have one focus. For example, we focus on the visualization, and we focus on the advanced SQL. So we learn what whatever we learn in the past is build up the skills for the final project. So today we will prepare you be able to do final project. So today we don't have a slide, but I will go through the material, and then you can understand what is the project we need to do. So in order you can get credit, you need to finish Capstone project. I think there is two projects. One is related to Kaggle, and one is related to web scraping. So today we will focus on Kaggle. Is more related to data preparation, data analysis, something like this one. So in order to we understand there is machine learning, there is data science. So the data is a beacon. So the data come in, sometimes it's garbage, a lot of garbage. So we need to do the data clean. And also we need to understand that we have every data, they have a column, they call the attribute. So the attribute, they may relate to each other. So how do we find the relationship? For example, correlation. Do they have correlation? And then do we do we need to combine many columns become one columns for the processing? So this one we call it data engineering or the future engineering. Today we will cover this concept, and then you are able to do the cornerstone project. So this is a material from this is the material learning objective and the material. So the learning objective and the material. So you will see we want to do the capstone project. So the capstone project basically you want to able to load the data. You want to load the data and clean and analyze and visualization. So this is the whole purpose we want to do. But we want to do also there is called the data wrangling. So the data wrangling and basically the data wrangling is clean the data and also feature engineering. So this is the purpose for the today walkthrough. You need to understand how to load the data, how to clean, how to do the analysis, and how to visualize the data. So this is the main purpose of this one. So the project we talking about we demonstrate the clean aggregation. So the aggregation means you can group by the data and then get the sum, get the minima, get a standard visualization, standard deviation. And then the next project is related to scraping. So today we don't focus this one. So there is so many data for your project that you can choose. So one is called Global Superstore, and another one is TMD 500 movie data set. Another one is life expectancy, and another one is Seattle L L-band open data. So you pick up one data and see which one is best, which one will be the best for you. And then you need to learn how to load the data into the Kaggle. And then you can read the data, and then you can start to do the data cleaning, data analysis, whatever. So the so here you will see they have different in the material they will give you different data set. They will emphasize what is supposed to do. So for me, I would say I just go through one global superstore, and then you can so the you can pick up for different data set, because the data set they, for example, some might using the JSON file, and some do not use the JSON file, and so when you load the data, there's a difference between JSON and the CSV file. But then the concept is the same. You need to read the data based on their type. And then after you read the data, and then you need to do the preview the data. How do you do the preview the data? You using the head, you using the tail, and then using the info or data type, and then you preview the data, and then after you preview the data, so the next one we do the data clean. So this one we do the data conversion and the data clean. So the data conversion, for example, if we have the date, date, and then the date we want usually is objective, it is object. The type is object. We want convert it to time object. So there is a conversion needed to do. And also sometimes, for example, we have the year. So the year they might declare they might the data type may be floating, and then you might convert it to integer, and or the year might be integer 64, 60 byte. So in order to compare it, you might convert it to the integer 32. So there's a data conversion, and then the data conversion, and then for example here also talking about for the string we have a white space. So we need to strip the white space. And also, here we're talking about uh, okay, sometimes you have an abbreviation name, and then you might convert it to the complete name. So this one is under the data clean and the data conversion. So after this one, another interesting part. Here also mentioned about markdown. So when you write the code, you cannot just write the code. You need to let people know what you are doing. So put the information, brief what you do in the markdown block, and and also help you in the future. You might forget what you are doing, and then you can from the markdown, and you know what you are doing. So it's a good habit to put comments in the breakdown block, and then the next one is this one is the future engineering. So the future engineering actually is very interesting. For example, the future engineer we're talking about if we combine two data sets together, two column together become one column for enhance performance of we are doing the modeling. We talk about data science, we doing the modeling. So sometimes we need to combine the two columns together. And then, so this one is also interesting part. This one is also interesting part. Interesting part. So after this one, so the future engineering, when we do the demo, and then I can show you what is the future engineering supposed to do. And then I think another one is, for example, if we have a lot of the mission value, and we need to drop the mission value. So these are two ways to drop the mission value. One is we don't specify the subset, and one we do specify the subset. And then so drop NA is also very important to for clean the data set. And then another part is aggregation. So aggregation, you understand, is we have data come in, and we have data, for example, 1,000, 2,000, a lot of data. So we want to categorize. So this one is we using the group by to categorize. And then after we group by, and we can specify, we want to see which column and what is the value, what is the function you want to see. You can see the maxima, minima, and the sum, and the mean, and the standard deviation. So this is called aggregation. So the aggregation in the data analysis is the important part. Next one, okay. The next one, we will in the demo. We will see the top 10 and top 10 top 10 top 10 income, for example, top 10 income, top 10 daily in change, something like this one. So just remember, this one all relative to the group by, and you also need to specify which column you want to see and which function, which aggregate function you want to do. So this is under the group by. And another one is the visualization. So the visualization is the important part we understand the picture. The picture is more than word. Is much better than word, and people can get some idea, grab some idea. So the visualization let us know the relationship between attributes. So we have different. We have usually we using box. We using the histogram, and we're using the scatter, we're using the line to get the picture, to get the plot. And then for the scatter, for the Kaggle, they can do the plotly, but they cannot do the dash. They cannot do uh okay. I think the first part is maybe just using in our demo we using the plotly, and then you also understand we using the Panda to do the data to plot do the plot. So here just understand the concept is about the same thing. No, it doesn't matter which data set you pick up. So the first thing is you need to know how to load the data into the Kaggle, and then after loaded the data, and then you read the data, and then after read the data, you do your analysis. So is there any question from here so far? Okay, so if you don't have question, I think this is the concept. So this is the concept. So just to let you know, so this is a checklist in the very end. So this is a checklist in the very end. So for example, when you do your project, so the code quality is important. So make your code easy to understand, and also maybe reusable. So this is the code quality. And then also I mentioned about the put comments. So this one, and then the next one is file handling and data loading. So you need to understand this part. So we talk about the preview the data, and then the data wrangling. So the data wrangling we talking about uh, and transform. So the data so you can use the drop NA or the fill NA, and then the fill NA is like the data transform. You have missing data. What do you want to feed the missing value? So this is called feed NA. And then after so this the data transform. For example, we change the data type. So this is the data transform and the data aggregation. So we're using the group by and then visualization for the quality. So usually we using the meta plot like Seaborn and Plotly. So here is okay. So this is this is the concept. So after you done your project, you need a conclusion, make a conclusion to let people know what you are doing and what you are achieve. So this also part of the documentation part. You need to help people to understand what's going on, what you want to achieve. So this is the interpretation. Okay, so okay, if you don't, do you have any questions so far? So this is what we're talking about, the conclusion.
Not yet.
Okay, good, thank you. We're talking about the conclusion and the insight, and then product. I think this one, I'm not sure. Can you just publish the Kaggle and then done? This one I do not sure. So you might ask you might ask. Okay, so this one is so after this one, let's see. Okay, after this one. Okay, this one. Okay. Okay, so the next one we will do the we will do the demo. So the demo these are two demo. Okay, these are two demo I want to show you. So this one, the demo for the demo is just prepare you to help you to do your project. So it's just give you an example, and you can base on this example and the understanding, and then see what you want what you can do. Okay, so let me walk through one by the first one is SP500 stock. So this project they try to analyze the SP500 stock and what is the top 10 return or lowest 10 return, something like this one. And then so this okay, so this for this project there is three data set. So the three data set, and then in order to get the data set, there is one okay. So here I show the website. I show the website because I find it is difficult. Let me show you what we need to do. So what we need to do, so this is the Kaggle program. And then in order to have the data you are looking for, so you need to add the input. So when you add the input, when you add the input, for example, I want to add the input. And then I can specify the name I want to do. So here I already have loaded this one and it's SP500 this one. So so you can remove if you find it is not good. And then I think that another way so basically here you can type the data keyword of the data set name, and then they will give you the whole bunch of the data set name. For me, I would say it's very difficult to find the data the data set I'm looking for. So with another tricky way, because I know the URL. I know the URL. So when I do the search, I can just type the URL, and then I will get the data set. So let's assume you already know how to how to get the data set. So here, okay, I put a warning message, ignoring warning message, and then the second part, is the one okay, the second part, because you want to get the data set name. So after you add input, and then they already add to your code, and add your code, and then you can use the OS walk to get the data set name. So after you get the data set name, and then the next one we want to load the data set. So here we so here okay. So we have for this part, for this code, we have three data set, and then this one is they have a date one column in the index def. So the index if we say pass data equal date, then they will convert to the date data time. They will convert it to the data time format. So this one is when you do the time series, you have a lot of data information. So when you have a lot of data information, and you using the date equal date is equal data, and then they will convert to the data time format. So remember this one, and then the next one is just get the head, the tail, and also the info. Also for the info. So here they have a lot of they have a they have a lot of the this one is a lot of information for this one. So we will not go to this one. So the next one is the next one will be the clean. So the next one we would do the clean. Okay, so the next one we will do the clean. So the clean for the clean, we the clean the data set. So when we do the clean the data set, so I put the comments just help you to understand. So here we talk about drop NA. So the drop NA, if you only want, so there is five, there is six, there is five columns. So if you using the subset, so they only care about the value of class equal not or not. So these five columns, if all the five columns they have a null value, and then they will drop. And then so there is also another example of the okay. So this one is convert the data time. So this one is convert the data set. Okay, so after okay, this one is convert drop duplicate. This is also very important too. And then the next one is we want to okay, we want to create a symbol with data frame. So what we do is from the price data frame, and we have a symbol, and then we want to get the value count. So the value count they will put the top 10 they will value count. They will put the most frequently in on the top, and then when we get the head 10, so we got the top 10, and then the index is we just want to get the content, uh, not the index value. So I do put the con I do put the document some explanation here. So here, for example, the value count. So the value count using okay. This one is I think this one is kind of interesting. So the value count, they do the sorting, and then the index is get the symbol name and not the count. So this is the import, and okay. So this is the data preview is data clean, and then the data clean, and then the next one with okay. So the step 3 is the feature engineering. So the future engineering, this one is also very I think is very interesting too. So they get the daily return, and then they also get a 7 day moving average, and also get the 7 day 7 day volatility. So the 7 day volatility is a standard deviation. So and okay, so they using the applied function for each group in a group by operation, and then they return the series. Okay, so yes, okay, so let's go to the code. So the code, this is the function. So this is the function. So the daily return. So the daily return. They have a close and open amount, and then divided by open amount. So this is daily return. So this one we talking about feature engineering. We based on some existing columns and create a new column, and then daily change. So the daily change is closing and minus the open, and then we do the rounded. Okay, the next one. Probably you are not familiar. What is the moving average? So the moving average, for example, 7 day moving average is we get the 7 day information, and then get the average, and then move to the next one, get the 7 day average for the next row. So this is the moving average. So here, so the first one, we want to, okay, so this is the rolling 7 is 7 day. And then we want to use so after 7 day, the one we want to we group by the symbol. And then we want to use the close to get the moving average. And then the transform is will apply to every row. So after the transform, we will get the every row will have a moving average, 7 day moving average. So if this is one difference between transform and apply. So the transform, they will not change the total number of the data frame. And if we want using apply, they will based on the group by. So just remember there's a difference between transform and apply. And then when you using the apply and when you using the transform, remember the difference. So that after the 7 day, and then the volatility to be based on the standard deviation. So so it's about one is using the mean and one is using the one is using the STD. So this one is the future engineering. So and then we return the data frame. So after this one we apply. So we can code, we can provide data frame the code price df, and then we will get we okay. So here is just we just want to see what is the data or what the data looks like. So that this one is just letting you know the seven. So we have a different we have different symbol, and the different symbol. We want to get the 7 day moving average and the 7 day the volatility. So this is just example, and then so the step four. Okay, step four is do the aggregation. So we talking about the group by is important for the aggregation. So the group by, and then okay, let's see the example here. Okay, so we already created some, for example, the daily return, and we already created volatility. So how do we, if we want to get the, okay, we want to get the top 10. So if we want to get the top 10, so this is the average return. So the average return, so we have a price DF data frame price, and then we group by the symbol, and then we using the daily return, and then the aggregate function is the mean, and then after we get the mean, we sort the value. So this one sort the value. So ascending is false. So we will get top 10 daily return. And then also, if you want to get to the average volatility. So same thing. So you group by symbol, and then the column name, and then you get the mean, and then you get the average, and then the next one. Oh, okay. So the next one also, this one probably also new to you. Called this one is the group by. This one is okay. Okay, so this one, okay, this one is, yeah, okay. But this one is over the average, okay. Okay, so this one is also, okay, this one also, okay. Okay, so we use the symbol, and we use the using the symbol to c- to group by, and we provided different variable name. The one we create a form of future engineering, and then after the future engineering, and then depends you want to see from the top or you want to see from the bottom, and also what is the aggregate function you want to see. So this one is also, I think this one is also a very good example. When you do your data analysis, you need to do the data analysis. So this one will give you the idea how to do the data analysis. So here you will see we using the short value, and we using the ascending. So this one is okay. This one is a good example. Okay, so this one, so if you want to just get one, and then you using the head one, and if you want to see top 10, and then you can ascending equal false, and then get top 10. So this, I think this one you should be able to understanding this one. Okay, so okay. So this one is so we do aggregation, and then another one is we will move to the visualization. So the visualization, so the visualization, okay, see what we talking about APPLY. In the very beginning, we were talking about the transform. So this is the apply. So the apply we okay. So this one is the so we apply lambda function and to do the something. Okay, another one, I think the when we do the visualization, when you do the apply, so there is a axis ax equal one. So the a axis equal one means column. So we will scan all the work on the all the column. So it means every row need will apply to every row. So this concept a little bit, I think we covered this one in the very last time, but then just you may not recall. So x is equal one is applied to every row. And also you hopefully you still remember how the lambda function doing. Okay, so there's another okay, another row. Okay. Oh, okay. So let's see the code. If you okay, later on, if you find the code you don't understand, you always can go back for the comments. So here we using Plotly express equal px, and then we also okay. So here we also okay. Here we average change and greater than great. So we pick up the top 10 information. After pick top 10 information, and then okay. Oh, okay. So here is we needed the long name. So the long name we need to join the another company data frame, and then we using the so the top top dollar gain we join we left join this company name to get the long name. So this one is so yes, the one okay. So here you see the on symbol. So you understand the key is the key is the symbol. So the key is symbol, and then we create. So here is here also a little bit interesting. So we create one column called label. So how do we create a label? So the label we apply. So we have the we have the symbol. So if we have a symbol, and then we pick up the 20. Okay. So the okay. Oh, okay. So we have the long name, and we have symbol. So if the long name is null, and then we pick up the 25, and then we include the symbol. And so this is the otherwise we just using the symbol, and then x is equal one means apply every row. So remember, this one also create a new feature called label, and then after we create this one, and we using the bar chart. So we using the bar chart to draw using the bar chart, and so the bar chart define what is your data set name and what is your XY, and then what is your color, and then so you got this one. So you got this one, you will see this is the property they give you the description. So we do not define the forward data. if we don't define the forward data, then they using the XY as a default. So this one just so this one so this is the box. This is the box. And then the next one also okay. The next one also create the different data set name, and we merge with the company name, and to get the symbol and the long name, and then after the symbol and the long name, the same thing, we create a label based on the long name and the symbol. And then so after so the first the in the beginning we create the data frame, and then after create a data frame, and then the next one we also try to the plug. So the plug is in the way the plug where we define what is the data frame name, and what is XY, and then what is the color. And then the updated layout, you can give more information about what the plot would look like. So here you got this one. You got this one. So let's see. So this one is the daily loss over entire period. So this is the one. And after this one, okay, the next one also, we want to merge the data set, create the data set, and then create the label. So basically about the same thing. And then this one do the bar chart, and then update here. So the update layout, we talking about what you want to your plot looks like. And then here you can set up the background, and background for background for the background color, and the background for the plotting area. So this and so here I think this one is also here. So this one is a little bit different, right? So you can see the background we set up as black, and then the color we set up the color the font color as font, and then we also can specify what is the grade color you want to be. A little bit fancy, but then you can just follow through, and then no big deal. So the next one is volatile. Volatile. So the volatile is a standard deviation. So we see the volatile. We want to see the okay. So the volatile. So we want to see the volatile information, and then we also create the label, and then after we create the label, and then we can uh, we can apply here the same thing. We just apply the create the label based on the data frame, and then after create the data frame, and then here we using the line chart. So the line chart, so the color is label, and then so here we can see, and then the figure out. So this one is kind of fancy, right? So they give you a different color, and okay. So we talk about color is so the color. Okay, when we define the field, so we color equal label. So we create a label, and after we create a label, and then when we draw the line picture, so they will based on the different label, and it give you a different result, different color. Is kind of nice, kind of fancy. So you might impress people. Who knows? Okay, so this is night chart looks like, and then so this one, okay. So the next one, oh, okay. So the next one is histogram. The histogram so the histogram we have, okay. Okay, so this is the histogram. This is the histogram. So histogram, you also need you need to have you need to specify what you want. Okay, so in the figure 4, so you specify what is your data set, data frame, and then what is the XY, and then what is the label, and then so after figure you can update layout. So after layout, you can give it give whatever you like to do, and then just and then we have also this one have the black color as a background. Okay, so this one also okay, so this one is a histogram. Okay, so this one is histogram. So just give you some idea. So the next one is figure factory. So the figure factory. This one the figure factory is the one is a specialized model in the Plotly. So they provide a pre-built function to create for creating complex visualization. And then, for example, if you want to do the heat map, so the heat map is related to the correlation. So if you want to do the heat map, so you need using the figure factory. So let's go through the code. So you import, and then after import, and then you specify uh, what columns you want to do the correlation, and the correlation is related to the numerical data. So you can specify the column name you want to do the correlation. So after do the correlation, and then so there is a correlation matrix. So you can from the numerical columns, and you drop a none, and then you got the correlation. So this is a correlation matrix. So after correlation matrix, and you want to do the heat map. So you want to do the heat map. So here, so the FF create so FF is a figure factory, figure factory, and then you create an annotated heat map. So annotated heat map. So you create you give the you give the data frame, and give you the give you the give it the XY, and then there is called color scale heart. So the color scale heart means they will based on the value of your correlation, and give it a different color. So okay, so let's go. Okay, so then after this one, and then also you can define what your background you need. Okay, so this is the looks like it. So this one is the relationship between price. So you will see we have a numerical value. We define the column we want to do the correlation. So the color we want to do the correlation, and then see this is the color. This bar chart for the color. So the bar chart, the color, they start from the black, and then the black is the means they do not have the correlation, and the one is they do have one correlation, and then so here the correlation is 0.6, and here, so they give it a different color. So this is the one we talking about the heart. So we talking about in we talking about correlation scale equal heart. This is the mean. This is the this what this mean. So this one is related to the correlation. So when you do your project, if you can provide this information, I think will impress people. And then the next one is for the index. So the index they only the index is we do the line chart of index. So the index they only have the date only have the date information. So this is the one and then so this is the this is line chart for the index. So for this demo project, so they have three data set. One is for the price, and one is for the company, and one is the index. So when you do your project, see how many data set you have. Try to apply to all the data set. So sometimes, for example, if they need to do the merge, need to do the join, do join, and then the format may be different. So you also need to consider convert the format become the same format, and then we what is the join type you want to do. So you also need to consider about this one. So this is the first demo. Hopefully, you can get some idea and can apply to your project. So the next one I will demo this the next one is I think the next one is not too difficult. So the next one is for okay the next one. Okay, the next one is for this one is for the global CO2 and the greenhouse gas emission. And here also there's a link. There's a link for the data set. So I'm talking about for if you want to use the Kaggle. So the first thing you need to know how to add input for your data set you are looking for. So if you are lucky, you understand the link, and then you can just plug the link and get the data set. This is much easier. So you can ask Tom or Dan if they can provide the link for the data set I think will be helpful for your project. So this one this one a little bit. I think this one is much simple. I would say so. So you import the data, import the module, and then after import the module, and then this one is give you this one OS work give you the name of your input. So after I add, I repeat again. So I need add input. After add input, I need to know what is the page name. So this one will give me the page name. So in your project, you need to have this function. You need to have this code as well. So they give me the whole path from the Kaggle input, and then so I need to read in the data. So I need to read in the data for this project, for this data set. They have long, they have they have long attribute. So they have long attribute. So it's very interesting. And then so the next one we do the clean. So do the clean. So they do have a lot of the data, but a lot of data looks like before the 1990. So a lot of data they have missing value. So in here we only focus on the from 1990 to 2022. So here what I do is I try to find the maximum value and the minimum value, and then so okay, there's another function called assign. So the assign, I think the assign and the apply and transform, they are very similar. So we try to see what is the difference. So the assign, they also the they change the year to the integer. So so the year in the original data they define as integer 64. So we want to apply to the integer 32. So this we using the assign to change the format. So after changing the format, and also we try to just filter out, just narrow down the data we need. And after narrow down the data we need, so in here, because they have long the data type. So what I do is I just want to, because I changed the year data type, so I just want to see the year data type, not to print the whole thing. And then also the year we want to see this one is under the filter out whatever we like. Okay, so after we done this one, and okay, so this one we talking about. I think I mentioned last example as well. So this, if you specify the subset, so they only interested. So when we do the drop NA, and then we have a subset, and then they only ignore the ISO code equal null and not. But if you don't have this one, and then so for example, here we drop NA and we don't specify any column, we don't specify any subset, then they will drop if they figure out there is not. So I give you some example. So if we drop not and the result subset, so they only have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so this give you some example when we using the drop NA. So okay, so this one is so the next one. Okay, the next one is okay. Okay, I think this one is the next one. Oh, okay, the next one is calculate cal calculate the GPT. Okay, this one is calculate the GPT per capita and calculate analysis column. Okay, so here let me show you something here. So okay, so here okay, here this one is an another column. So the another column, the reason the annotated column, and then they try to find another column is not count. So this one also very useful when you try to find the missing value. So this one also very useful. And then here what we are trying to do here, we try to do we have the numerical analysis column. So we want to apply to the numeric to the numeric. But if they cannot convert to the numeric, and then the arrows equal false, they will give you the missing value. And so here, So here is also this one is also is kind of like a strategy. If you don't have if you cannot convert the value, for example, you have a column and you specify the column is a string, and you cannot convert it to the numeric. And then if you have the arrows equal the codes, and then they will give you the null value. So, but in the very beginning, I put the country as analytic columns, and then all the country become null, so it's incorrect. So what I do is I convert the numerical columns, and then after connected to the numeric columns, then I add the country. So that I add the country to the country DF, and then from the country DF, and then I drop the NA drop drop the NA. So I only drop the NA. So I only concern about CO2 and the population, and then how do we do is drop all. Okay, so this one is the clean, and then after clean, then do the data correlation, do the aggregation. So the do the aggregation is do the aggregation. So the do the aggregation is okay. So the do the aggregation. For example, we want to use the year to group by, and then we want to get the aggregator for the CO2, and then is sum, and then rename to the CO2 NT, and then so this is the one we get, and then the top 10, we want to get the top 10. So there is a function called enlarged. So the enlarged is the method to the panda for they will grab top 10. So here they, for example, enlarge with grab 10 based on the CO2, and then so that so the enlarge is also very useful. So for this one we get the top 10 for the CO2 consume. Okay, so this one top 10, and then also we will get the top 10 per capita. So here this one is kind of like separate. The underscore is kind of like a separator. So it's just for easy to visualize. So here we want to for the population we want to greater than 1 million, and then also we after we get the per capita, and then we want to so we get the big is the filter the data we want, and then after we filter the data, and then we plug in the enlarged to get the top 10 of the CO2 per capita. So this is the one. I would say this one may enlarged. Maybe you can apply to your project as well. So after this one, and then so this one okay. So this one is get the growth. So after get the growth, and then we also merge on country. Okay, yeah, and okay. So this one is the one. Okay, so I think about the same thing. You can just walk through, and then the plot. We can do the plot as well. And so okay, so this one. Okay, so this one is this one the last one. Okay, so this one is doing the scatter. Okay, I think probably you already get most idea what you needed to do. So do you have any question? Even if you don't have any question, hopefully you can uh you can start to work on your project because the I would say the project is not easy to do. So if you if you wait until the last minute, you will have trouble. So I would suggest you started to work on your project, and then I believe the two demo will help you a little bit how to do your work. So if you don't have any question, good luck for your project.
Thank you. I just have one question. If
Okay, sure.
I need more time to work on this project, I don't know how much trouble I get in because like I obviously can't really fall behind because we're at the end, but like if I don't, is there like a super important deadline maybe? Or should I maybe just message Dan or Tom?
Can you say one more time, please?
Sorry. If I don't think I'm going to complete it in time, like is that a big problem or do I just message Dan maybe?
Okay, if you need more time, talk to Dan, talk to Tom.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, don't wait until last minute. This is my suggestion. So you understand that divide and conquer.
True, true. Yeah, you're right. I gotta remember that. I got it one step at a time, right?
Divide and conquer. So try to find which data set you want to work on.
Yeah, I'm on the movies one and I already have some ideas. It's just
Oh, okay.
synthesizing all the code and everything. It's just taking me some
Okay,
time.
so then do you know how to find the data in the Kaggle? How to
Yes.
add input? Okay, so you done it hard. Okay,
Yes.
then just follow the instruction from the material.
Okay.
And then if you stuck somewhere, you can contact me. I may be able to help, or you may be able to contact your mentor. You may
Okay.
be you may be contact your the Tom and Dan. They are very friendly. They are very responsive.
Okay. Sweet.
And
Yeah, I'll do
then
that.
yeah, and also maybe if you can find your classmate, you make a team up your classmate, and then work together. Maybe is another suggestion as well. So
Okay.
not work alone by yourself. You can if you have your some teammate know her or him very well, and then you can work together. This is another suggestion as well.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I'll
Yeah,
reach out to
yeah.
I
Reach
had
out,
a
reach
programmer
out.
friend.
This is the good way. Reach out. Don't just dive in by yourself.
Okay. You're right. I gotta keep that in mind.
Get good, get a big picture. Not
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
okay. So thank you very much. Good,
Thank you,
good
Sophie. I
night,
appreciate you.
and
See
yeah,
you
have a
again.
nice day. Bye bye.
You too.